everybody, it's Lance the Lush, and we're back once again with Ron Shea of R Shea Brewing Company. Now, Lush fans, I want to apologize because I've been hitting at this since it opened, and I'm finally getting down here. So we're gonna start this interview right now. It's like the first question is, how's it been going?
It's been going full tilt since we opened. And we did open Labor Day weekend, so you've got a lot of holidays, Thanksgiving, a lot of seasonal beers people are excited about, Christmas, New Year's, just trying to keep up.
Good, good. Now the first question is, a lot of people, especially here in the Akron area, obviously what you're doing is very, very few within the city limits. So being one of, as far as I know, three, is there any advantages or disadvantages that you have?
Um, I don't think there's any. Well, Akron is beer hungry, I guess. There's the demographics of Akron. People love their craft beer, and there would be, I guess, a shortage of craft breweries in the city limits. So, yeah, there's a couple of options. Thirsty Dog, Hop and Frog. Unfortunately, Trailhead moved, so we are down another brewery, Aqueduct. So, but no, it definitely is an advantage right now because there are so few, and people are that thirsty.
Okay. Now, what do you see? Well, let me start it over. What have you seen so far, as far as it's obvious that you're successful. I mean, the Lush fans, so you know, I got here right when the doors opened. Within 10 minutes, it was packed. So it's definitely successful. Now, have you noticed a good? Let me phrase that. A really great response since you opened.
It has been a phenomenal response since we've opened, and we don't even have a sign
Yeah.
on the front. But we're working on that.
Well, you have
but
a
no,
sign, but I know what you mean.
it's been and I did a lot of the backstory a year before we opened, so a lot of people have been following for the past year since we opened.
Okay.
And I think from that standpoint, the response has been great.
Okay. Now, what do you plan as far as going to 2016?
2016, and I haven't posted this yet or made it official, but I just purchased a 7-barrel fermenter. Right now we're using three-barrel fermenters. We can barely keep up with just the bar here. Mustard Seed gets a few kegs, but I had to get another fermenter. So we have a 7-barrel fermenter coming in about 3 or 4 months. It's a custom-made fermenter. I most likely will get another 3-barrel that I can get now to add to capacity to keep up. So yes, 2016, the first few months, we'll be doubling our capacity.
Okay. Now that leads to my next question. I noticed here. Now we discussed this before in the past off camera. Now your selection. Now I'm just looking here, and it's like you have a really good selection. Now we discussed, and this is a little inside baseball for some people. We talked about quality control. Now I've always admired you because you have the quality control. Now, given the list here, would that continue if you decide to expand your office?
Yeah, no, I have. If something goes wrong with the beer, and it happens, before 4 months before I open through now, I've probably dumped 3 or 4 batches. But you got to do that. I'm not going to put out something that tastes nasty or anything, or is even slightly off. If it can't be fixed, it goes down the drain.
Okay. And for people watching this, you have to understand that there's so many craft brewers out there, and I've seen a number of 4,000. I know that number's inaccurate. There's just so much. The best way to say it's garbage.
No, and as a brewer, it's tough to dump a batch. You spend all day making it. 2 to 3 weeks in the fermenter, taking up capacity. If it doesn't taste right, you're like, oh. But to keep the customers happy, you gotta dump bad stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Now that comes to somebody like me is like, I would never. When I first met you the very first time at Rubber City Beer Fest last year, you already had my interest. And it actually comes back to this particular one, which is the Rubber City Red. This is actually the very first one I had. And I'll be honest, you sold it. And I'm no fan of red ales. No fan. Now, for somebody like me who's not a fan, what would you say about this one?
This beer speaks to the style that I like most. An amber, malty style, not really hopped. Aside from a red, I like Oktoberfest. That's my all-time favorite style. Easy to drink, moderate alcohol, not a lot of hops, but you just keep having a few pints.
Okay.
And it has some flavor.
Oh yes, and that's what I said in my reviews. Like, this is one of those ones to where, if you're not a big fan of red ales, you're going to like it because you can just keep drinking and drinking. I'm not saying get drunk. That's never the goal at the end. But it's something where it's easy drinking. You can pair with just about anything, which is what I'm thinking. And saying let's try it. Now, my next question is, now you had the event today with the I hope you pronounce this right, the quadruple.
Yeah.
Now, go a little bit where people might not know how that come.
I like to round out the tap, so having a few Belgians on board, big Belgians, people like, they're well received. So I made a quad this summer, and they take a little longer to ferment out. The homebrew store that I still get some supplies behind them is Renaissance Artisan Distillers. And they were emptying some barrels at the time, little 5-10 gallon rum and brandy barrels. So I had this quad I didn't really need to put on tap, so hey, let's get it in the barrel, let's get it aging. And we took it out of the barrel a couple of weeks ago, blended it, and that's how today's the release date of it. That's how that came about.
Okay. Now, for the record, that's definitely a limited release.
Yeah, I only had blended 6 gallons, so it's not going to last the next 2 days.
Okay.
But we will have a winter warmer coming out late January from a brandy barrel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at the description here and the way it was set up. My big fear was because the alcohol by volume. It's not double digits. Let's get that out in the open right now. It's 8.5%, and a lot of people that I know of, we start about rum barrels, you're going to start getting those 12, 13, 14% ranges. And I found them to be really easy drinking. Now, personally, this is nothing you can just put back to back to back. This is not one of them. I'm going to say that right now. But it's definitely easy drinker. But I was curious about that one. I really, really was. Now, I'm trying to think what else here. Now, there's another one I wanted to ask about, and that's the Perkins Williams. Now, for those of you that don't live here in Akron, I have to ask this question. Was it named after Samuel Perkins and Paul Williams?
Simon Perkins, Paul Williams.
Okay.
Yes, those are the co-founders of Akron.
Okay. Okay, I wanted to ask that question. I kind of knew it already was, but now what was the concept behind this?
The Simon Perkins IPL?
Well, the whole overall.
Oh, the whole beer list?
Correct. No, this one specific.
Okay, for the Perkins Williams IPL, IPLs are a relatively new beer style. It's India Pale Lager. Usually it's a pale ale. So it's a lighter lager with a little bit of more hoppiness to it, but it's smoother because it's a lager. So, and I wanted to, having a broad menu, I wanted something still light, but has something with a little bit of teeth in it, a little bit of flavor over a blonde. So we made a few. I have to tell you, the first few batches of IPL I made homebrew, it didn't turn out well. This came about from an accident, and but it finally ended up a great recipe. Tastes good, and right now we're on the second scale-up batch of it, And no, people like that beer.
Okay, perfect. And I have one final question for you. Um, what do you have in store for next year? I'm not saying I'm not asking you exactly what you're going to do, but
We're gonna have a lot of summer beers coming out that we've been testing on our Lab Rat Wednesdays. We'll have more capacity, so maybe you'll see our tap handles elsewhere. Um, and we should have food hopefully in the springtime.
okay. And I understand.
Yeah.
Because people that might be I'm pretty sure it's a separate permit, so.
And food has been taking a while, I understand, but we got some good discussions now.
Okay, actually, that wasn't the last question. And I was going to ask about, are you doing any of the shows here coming up?
Beer shows. I know there's one coming up in Cleveland.
That's the big Cleveland Beer Fest next month.
Probably not. We're running full tilt here.
Okay.
And I'll have to check out the dates and times and everything. But no, it's been 18-hour days.
Okay.
So until we get a few more fermenters and people on board to create some breathing room, maybe skipping the shows until summer.
Okay, so everybody knows no Cleveland, so like no Rooster, no Beer Fest. Those are the big three here in Northeast Ohio coming up.
Yeah. And they happen on the weekends, which is our busiest.
Yeah, correct.
So it's tough with our limited staffing now. And
oh, okay. So Lush fans, look for something here next summer here in the Akron area. Blues and Brews, that's August, so that's
probably
later in the
again.
year.
We may be back at the Brew at the Zoo.
Yeah, that's ongoing throughout the year. So we have one in January, I think March, and I want to say June. Don't quote me on that. I have to look at the schedule. I don't have the schedule in front of me.
Yeah.
But Lush fans, that's it. This is Ron Shea of R Shea Brewing Companies. This is the exclusive interview, and stay tuned for the next edition or interview of Lance the Lush.
Thank you.
Very well.